today's video, I will be doing another chit-chat get ready with me, and I will be talking about my first month in med school experience. So if you want to know how it went, just keep on watching. Okay, so I think mahaba na naman yung video na to, but para mas maayos naman yung gagawin ko, I put some notes here ng papag-usapan ko for this video. And actually, I already filmed this before, but I didn't like how it went kasi super gulo. So, gumawa na lang ako ng outline. So, if I'm looking down, it means I'm looking at my notes. So, first thing I want to talk about is my expectations. So, before med school, ano ba yung in-expect ko na mangyari? And yung main thing na alam ko lang is that it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be fast-paced, and there's gonna be a lot of tests, quizzes, and you really have to be prepared. I really thought I was going to be clueless kasi compared to other pre-meds, mas maraming sciences and mas mahirap ata yung sciences nung ibang friends ko kasi ibang pre-med sila, like biology and all that stuff. So, feeling ko magiging super clueless ako when it comes to med school. And also, if pinanood yung mga vlogs ko before med school, I really tried to study. Pero, to be honest, hindi yun nakatulong kasi late na ako nag-aral and super fast-paced talaga ng med. So, hindi ko rin naalala yung mga inaral ko before. And, mga ilang topics lang yung naaral ko. So, it really wasn't enough. Mas lalong hindi ko alam yung expect ko. Kasi, med school was gonna be online. Mas mahirap mag-prepare kasi pati yung upper batch, hindi nila alam yung mangyayari since hindi naman nila na-experience yung whole SEM na online. Like, half lang yung SEM nilang online last SEM. So, basically, ayun, parang feeling ko I wasn't prepared. So, for our classes in UERM, by the way, I am Beryl. I am a first-year medical student at UERM. It is 1 month already, almost a month already. When I'm filming this, today is August 31. I started August 5, so almost 1 month na yung med school. And yeah, so far I am surviving. Mahirap, stressful, pero tinatry ko kayanin. And if you're wondering what our subjects are, feeling ko baka alam nyo naman if you've researched. We have 3 major classes, which are anatomy, biochemistry, and physiology. We also have 3 minor classes, subjects, which are PDR, patient-doctor relationship, BPC, disease prevention and control, and HPM, which is history and perspectives of medicine. The schedule sa UERM is usually 8 to 5 p.m. Excuse me. And we actually have half days. Once a week, half day kami. So I feel like they did that setup even before online classes. Para meron kaming self-study period. So every Monday for our section until 12 lang kami. So 8 to 12. And I know sa ibang sections, like I think yung half day nila is on Friday. Yung ibang sections, Wednesday yung half day. So, it depends on your section. We have 3 sections. And yung classes or class is by alphabetical order ng last name. Since online, meron kaming synchronous and asynchronous classes. And asynchronous yung magbibigay lang silang lectures. Tapos, you can view it at your own time, pero of course they have a schedule set for you if you want to follow it. Usually I do follow it, or mas advanced pa nga ako mag-aral kasi wala lang, mas maganda if you study in advance. Synchronous naman is when you have Zoom meetings, quizzes, like may schedule talaga na kailangan mo i-follow, so dapat present ka sa online Zooms, or kapag may quizzes, may set schedule lang na kailangan mo i-follow. Like, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. kailangan ina-answeran mo na yung quizzes, yung mga ganon. So, that's how it's set up. I hope I'm making sense. So, for us, usually yung asynchronous classes is before the Zoom. So, kunwari, sa anatomy kasi meron kaming maayos na schedule. Like, super routine na. We have classes every 8 to 12 noon, 8 a.m. Kailangan answerin mo na yung quiz. So, dapat beforehand, nag-aral ka na. So, 8 to 9, yun yung quiz. Tapos, 9 to 10, you have to study for your lab. And, or pwede ka rin mag-aral ng lec. Kapag Zoom, it starts at 10 a.m. And then, during 10 a.m., we discuss the lesson. Tapos, by 11, we study again for lab. Tapos, 11:30, that's when we have our lab quiz. So, that schedule is every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So, every meeting ng anatomy, we have a lec quiz and a lab quiz, which are formative. Syempre, parang practice mo na din for the actual recorded quizzes. I really study for it. Syempre, hindi naman perfect yung mga quizzes ko, usually. Kasi, minsan hindi ko pa nga nagigets, and it's okay kasi they explain it naman if you have any other questions. If you need to clarify things, they actually help you with it. Mahirap nga lang to study yourself. But, yeah, that's what Zooms are for. You ask questions about the lectures. In med school kasi, lalo na in online, you really have to study beforehand. Before the actual lecture, kailangan nag-aaral ka na. So, sa UERM kasi, first day of classes, binigyan kami ng schedule for the whole sem. Like, August to December, meron na kaming schedules of the quizzes, of the lectures, kung anong topics ba yung i-discuss. So, that's good kasi you can advance study. Pero minsan, it's hard to advance study kasi nga, ang daming nagpa-pile up na requirements, ang daming nagpa-pile up na lessons. But, masasanay ka din, I guess. I try to study a lot during the weekends. So, I think it helps for me because, or for us right now, kasi ang daming long weekends. For me, I use all the days to study. Pero sometimes hindi ako productive kasi sometimes I still insert Netflix or YouTube kasi gusto ko rin naman mag-rest. But even though I do that, I really try to make it an effort to study at least 2 to 3 subjects a day. So, ayan. Like, sometimes not study but do the requirements. Pero I guess study na rin kasi to do the worksheets, requirements, you really have to study the PowerPoints, the lectures, so you can answer it. Ayoko yung nag-google lang. Gusto ko, dun ko nakukuha sa mismong lectures yung mga answers. Most of the time, it is difficult to understand the lessons kasi video lectures, PowerPoints yung binibigay. And I feel like it's easier to understand the lesson if you're actually facing the teacher. Ayoko kasi yung nakatitig sa screen ko for a long time. Pero, kailangan. Feeling ko lately, super mabilis na ako magkaroon ng headaches kasi nga, almost all the time na lang ako nakatitig sa laptop ko kasi nga, syempre nag-aaral and it takes more than an hour to study one subject. I'm just gonna start off with my study routine. So what I do is I watch a lecture kasi sinesend nila beforehand, like sometimes a week before sinesend nila yung lectures for the meetings, for the following meetings. And I watch the video lectures and I try to understand it. After that, I read the trans. Sometimes I alternate if hindi ko talaga maintindihan yung video. After watching the video lectures, I usually read the trans so that I know if na-understand ko ba talaga or para lang ma-understand ko more. Kasi sometimes it helps if you're reading something instead of listening to something. So, ayun. Usually kasi mas naiintindihan ko yung binabasa ko if meron akong background of it. So, that's why I watch the lecture first and then read my reviewer. And then after reading the trans, I try to read it again, or if mas nagustuhan ko yung video lecture or PowerPoint, nire-read ko yun ulit. Tapos, I try to take down notes. So, parang nare-retain ko lalo kasi inaaral ko ulit and sinusulat ko pa. So, merong audio, merong visual kasi tinitignan ko yung mga wordings and graphs or basta mga photos. And then, yun, sinusulat ko pa. So, basta, iba't ibang ways to actually remember things. I guess it depends on the person. For me, the best way to learn talaga is to advance study, and also, gusto ko yung sinusulat ko talaga yung notes ko instead of just reading them. And I don't write them right away kasi sometimes, if I do that, mas natatagalan ako. So, better na lang if I listen to it first para at least napakinggan ko yung buong lesson and nabasa ko yung buong lesson. Tapos, if may extra time, dun lang ako nagsusulat para, yun nga, para mas maalala ko pa yung mga naaral ko. Mahirap if you study for one subject lang for a day kasi mauubusan ka talaga ng time since magpa-pile up yung mga requirements mo and yung mga lessons na kailangan mo aralin. So, you need to learn how to study fast or how to study smart. And, hindi pa ito yung permanent study routine ko. I'm still tweaking it a bit para lang alam ko ba if okay ba talaga yun sa akin. Kasi nga, for me, nag-a-adjust pa rin ako since, I don't know, mahirap talaga mahirap talaga med school. Ang dami talagang inaaral and I don't know. It's hard to be prepared. Sometimes you prepare and it feels like it's not enough. If you're wondering what my favorite subject is, it's anatomy. I feel like it's easier to learn. It's more of memorizing, pero it's easier to understand and I just really enjoy studying it. Like, hindi ako nabobored kapag inaaral ko yung anatomy. Pero, I don't know. Minsan akala ko enough na yung naaral ko pero hindi pa talaga. So, yun, I enjoy studying it all over again. Yung second favorite ko is physiology. Kasi at first, hindi ko nagigets yung ibang lessons. Medyo fast-paced kasi. Pero if I take my time, madali na lang understand ang physiology. I guess, mas marami kasi silang concepts and it's more of understanding instead of memorizing. Pero, I don't know. It's enjoyable then if I take my time. Pero yun nga, sometimes you can't take your time. You can't take your time. Kaya, mahirap din intindihin. Biochem! Biochem is my least favorite just because ang daming ginagawa. I prepare for that during the weekends na para less work during the weekdays. But, it takes me almost the whole day to understand a biochem lesson. Like, the first few lessons sa biochem, they're easy to understand kasi na-take up na namin yun sa college. Pero, like, the following lessons, hindi ko na siya, wala na akong alam. So, it's hard to understand. And, yeah, it usually takes me a whole day to understand one lesson and it's not enough. The one day is not enough. So, napapabayaan ko na yung ibang subjects ko. That's why, basta, biochem is time-consuming. That's why, hindi ko siya magustuhan. If ever maintindihan ko man siya, that's the only time na magugustuhan ko siya. Pero hindi ko siya naiintindihan right now. So, yeah, that's just my take on it. I think, maybe someday mag-iba yung tingin ko sa mga subjects, pero for now, that's how I feel. Favorite ko talaga anatomy. Like, ever since the first lesson. So, I guess some problems I'm encountering, or my dilemma, I think making friends. It's hard to make friends online. Like, I do talk to a couple of people because we have groups, but I wish I had a group of friends to study with, to help me understand the lessons. But then again, all of us are confused. Like, whenever I would ask people about a certain activity or a certain lesson, nahihirapan lang din sila i-understand. So, I wish I was close enough to ask if they want to study together. Kasi, I don't know, I'm a really shy person. It's not easy for me to make friends, especially when it's online, because I don't know how they feel towards me. Like, kapag nagtatype, hindi mo naman nakikita yung feeling ng isang person. So, yun lang yung main dilemma ko, lalo na kasi it's our first year, so Like, I really don't know anyone. Especially in my class, I think I only know 1 to 2 people. I wish I had a good set of friends already. So, I feel like that would make med easier. And, okay, another problem I'm having is that I'm a slow learner. So, I told you, usually kasi nung high school or nung college, how I studied was I really write down my notes and it takes a lot of time. But in med, you have less time. So, kailangan ko talaga i-experiment yung study style ko. Feeling ko, kailangan ko sanayin yung sarili ko na magpuyat. Pero, syempre, I don't want that. Kasi, kapag nagpuyat ako, masama rin sa health ko. Pero, hindi mo talaga maiiwasan yung sleeping late just to study. Kasi, ang daming ang kailangan gawin. What I do is, I try to make the most of my weekend and study as much as I can para I don't sleep late during the weekdays. Kasi nga, 8 AM yung pasok. So, kailangan mga 7:30 gising ka na just to prepare. So, that's what I do. Kasi usually ako, before I take the quiz at 8 AM, I try to study or review some of the things. So, gusto ko talaga mas nagigising na maaga. Pero, there are times na kung walang quiz, I wake up mga 7:50, tapos 8 AM yung class. So, yeah, it depends na lang. I have here some tips. So, yun nga. For me, you really have to experiment on your study style. I guess beforehand, before you start med school, if you're planning to, or even if you're in college, I guess learn the study style that fits you. I wish I did that during the break, but to be honest, hindi ko kasi alam yung style or yung way ng pagturo nila during online classes. So, mahirap din i-experiment yung ganun. I have G-sheets. Dun ko nilalagay lahat ng kailangan ko gawin. So, meron akong checklist for every week. And I also have my planner. So, ayan, meron akong mga checklist. So, makikita nyo punong-puno yung planner ko. Gusto ko meron akong paper na sinusulat yung mga kailangan kong gawin, and also meron ako sa laptop so that kapag nasa laptop ako, nakasulat din yung schedule ko doon. So yun, for me, it's better to create a checklist kasi at first, super overwhelming talaga ng kailangan mong gawin. But it helps to have a checklist so that you know what you're done with, and para matrack mo lang talaga kung ano na yung tapos mo, kung ano pa yung kailangan mong gawin. Lagay mo yung mga due dates, lagay mo yung mga links ng kailangan mong aralin. Ayun, basta ang daming kailangan talaga organized ka. I feel like it's really important to take breaks kasi mabilis kang ma-drain. Like, usually, Sunday pa lang drained na ako kasi aral lang ako ng aral during Sundays or Saturdays just to prepare for the next week. So, yeah, it's important to take breaks usually after a subject. I used to do the Pomodoro technique, like 25 minutes, 5 minutes. But for me, it's better to study like a subject and then take an hour break. Kasi it takes me like more than an hour to study. So, mga 30 to 1 hour break, yun yung ginagawa ko. Like, I watch YouTube, I watch Netflix, or like a snack break. Tapos while I'm eating my snacks, dun ako nanonood ng YouTube, nanonood ng Netflix, and then after I eat, that's when I go back to study. So, that's what I do. I experiment again. Hindi pa set. Basta wala namang set na rule for me na i-follow. Pero, whatever I feel like doing. Ever since I started med school, mas natatakot ako na hindi ako prepared. So, mas motivated ako mag-aral compared to taking breaks. So, yeah, I guess that kind of helps kasi I take less breaks now compared to before. Kasi gusto ko talaga prepared ako in class. Okay. And then, I also put here, adjusting is normal. Everyone's adjusting. Like I said, like when I talk to people, they're also confused on what to do. Akala ko minsan na it's just me because maybe wala akong alam at all sa mga lessons. But then, when I ask people na ibang course, even they are confused. So, even they are struggling. So, okay lang yan. It's normal. First year is your adjustment period, and I feel like when we go back to campus, like if we start school in campus na, we're gonna adjust again kasi everyone's adjusting to the new normal, which is online classes. And then kapag punta man sa UERM, or sa campus mo, mag-a-adjust ka din kasi syempre hindi ka rin familiar sa situation doon. For me, to be honest, I really enjoy the process. Mainly, I enjoy what I'm studying. I guess, super stressful talaga. But, it's not that I like being stressful, but when you're stressed, it feels like you're more productive kasi ang dami mong ginagawa. I'm more distracted. I mean, like, yung other problems ko, hindi ko na iniisip. I'm just focusing on the med. And, I don't know, I enjoy what I study. I enjoy being busy. I feel like I'm always productive whenever I study med. So, ayan, I guess it is stressful. And there are times na I complain that I don't know things, na this is so hard, kaya ko pa ba? But, in the end, I'm learning so much and I'm enjoying it. And, at first, sabi ko, super clueless ko, kaya ko ba to? But then, after you read, like, pumapasok talaga yung mga lessons sa mind mo, and I feel like I'm slowly becoming a doctor. So, it's like, step by step talaga yan. So, yun. I guess that's all. Like, I feel like I talked so much, and I hope you enjoy this video. Hopefully, I can edit this soon. But right now, it's August 31. I'm gonna post this maybe end of September kasi marami akong exams. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give this a thumbs up if you like it. Comment below any other video suggestions. Please ask me questions if you have any so I can answer it for my next vlog. Or, I don't know. Basta, thank you so much for watching. Please wish me luck on med school and I will see you next time. Bye! Please subscribe!